so I've been doing more research. I did more digging on the whole underground spirits thing, and I found like a treasure trove of information. Like I found stuff about like pixies, and it made me think. So I looked deeper, and I found a really good article. Um, so it took me a bit to find, but I found like the perfect article on the subject, and I read it already, and it's not really what I expected, but I thought I would share it with you guys. So this is called Fairies, A Brief Study, written by an Isabella Rossi. Fairies are a mythical creature sprawling across many cultures within old world tales. European folk legends speak of the fair folk, the fae, or the fae, spirit, sprites, pixies, and even elementals. Details vary, but commonalities unite them together into a monolithic tapestry of natural folklore. That's a weird way to describe it. Legends say that these fairies live within trees, water, among the wind, and even beneath the ground. It is said that they lack true forms and are invisible to hide themselves from the living. That is why they are personified as being incredibly small. Did not know that. They are said to be cunning and mischievous, not evil, but rather vain and witty, writes Daniel Barnaby of Harvard University. Barnaby? They can choose to be spiteful if they so desire, just like we humans can do. The behaviors have encouraged people throughout history to both respect and avoid them. People were so afraid of incurring their wrath that, once fully demonized by the church, folk took to using charms to ward malefic energy allegedly sent from them. That's interesting. Fringe communities in the occult have formulated ways to make both peace with and ward themselves from ill wills. One such seal, there is a seal in the article. I drew a copy because I don't know why I wanted to copy it, but it's this. Used by witches of a natural variety. A variation is used in communicating with them directly, and this is the part that stumped me. And though they may be once invoked with permission, what does that mean? Writes Emily Fortuna in her blog Nature Soul, they cannot ever be evoked. Huh? They do not take kindly to such an act. To do so is to transgress onto grounds forbidden. It simply isn't permissible. They cannot and will not be controlled. Some witches believe that they have a king, although others say a queen. They are also accompanied by familiars and guardians, such as specific species of forest wildlife. Fairies are said by witches to live in a realm between Earth and the underworld. Between? That makes sense, though, because they live underground and stuff, so. As beings, they take kindly to emulating a sort of liminality. Not quite here nor there. Familiar but distinctly alien. Close but far. Distant. Lively yet abandoned. Untraceable. While they favor mirth and jollity, that's funny, legends say that they also favor envy. It is perhaps their favorite emotion. So they choose to be envious? Finally, it is rumored that fairy rings of mushrooms growing in the forest, are in fact portals, allegedly used as doorways in and out of the realm. See, that stumped me the most, because I've never seen those before. They are curious creatures, ancient and mysterious. Perhaps one day you yourself can encounter one deep in the woods. Try not to get lost if you hear their voice. It can be a long ride. I don't know why they ended the article like that. A bit weird. But this is an example of the fairy rings. They look like that. But yeah, so that's the research I was doing on fairies. I found more. The more I dug after I found the article, the more I found stuff that wasn't familiar to me, and it kind of freaked me out. But I think I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but I think this is like the key to something. Like, I feel like I was supposed to find this. Because if more than like ghosts exist, then that's huge for me. Maybe it's a bad idea, but I think we're onto something here. So I have an idea. I'll keep going on hunts like I normally do, but I want to fill you guys in on research I discover. Um, because there's already like stuff in like folklore that I know, but I'm starting to learn more, and it's a little terrifying, but it's interesting. Uh, I just yeah, I want to do more, basically. But yeah, while I may have been, while I am really enthusiastic, um, there's more reasons why I didn't like edit that for 2 weeks. The previous video, the first one. Um, so since that night, uh, like every 2 days, like for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, there would just be these just coyotes on the railroad, like just yipping and yapping. And I've been looking into it in my area, and a lot of people's cats are going missing, um, and have been found dead. Um, and at first I thought, okay, that's kind of normal. Well, not good normal, but like it just, shit happens. Sorry. But like it really freaked me out because I found out that people have gone missing too. Um, and I noticed a pattern in the reports that for every like 2 cats that went missing, one person went missing. So it's not just like the coyotes and the dead cats, it's also the birds don't sound the same. They're still singing and chirping, they sound different. Like something in the air has changed how they have been singing. And I don't really feel safe in my neighborhood anymore. Um, I'm kind of worried about, you know, finding dead cats under my house again. Um, that's been a fear of mine for the past decade. Growing up, cats used to crawl under the house and die, and we'd have to like call people to like, take their cadavers out because it was just so much to get rid of. Um, but all that's over now. I can't stop like being on edge about it. Um, like it's not that big of a deal. Not that many people have gone missing, but it's just the amount of dead cats that have been reported. It's alarming, and I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. Honestly, can't explain why these things are happening because I don't know why they're happening. I want to know why they are, and I don't want it to get in the way of my research because this is like, a passion project of mine and I want to share it with the world, but I just don't want to get hurt. That's all. So I'll be on the lookout for that when I'm on my next hunts, because you know you never know. So I'm excited about future projects, but I'm also a bit paranoid, like extremely. Um, it'll pass. It'll pass. I've just never heard coyotes. They don't sound like normal animals. Like, the chupacabra, like, they sound like how I imagine a chupacabra would sound. I don't like them. I don't like coyotes. At first I thought they were hyenas, but I was like, they're not in North America. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry for being really worried. Um, yeah, so I think that's all the news I have. So, bye.